Hi folks, how's it going? Pan here, and I've been holding off on this video for a long time about how do you actually cook the brown rice you always see me eat with my meals. So this is a cup of brown rice and it should be enough for about 2 people. That's the quantity I eat, but that totally dependent on you. So pretty much just pour in a cup. Next, add some water. Now we want to submerge it a little to make just to see the water level relative to the rice. So I'm adding more because I want it to be at least double the height of the rice that was put in the 1 cup. And that's about double if you could see from the side. Yeah, so that's good. Next, I'll just start the stove up in the highest heat. And my strategy for cooking rice is to use steam to cook the rice. So I keep the lid on and I let it boil to the highest heat. And then I'll slowly lower the heat so it doesn't burn and just so there's enough steam in the pot to start cooking the rice. Yeah, and we'll be back when there's more action to this, otherwise we'll just be waiting around for a really long time. Now getting back to the rice, after some time, it's, as we see, it's starting to boil from that high heat that we set it on. It's starting to boil and it has all the steam coming out. So now to prevent the rice from burning, we could just decrease the heat to about a little bit less than half and let it run from there. And then we'll come back again. The steam will settle down a little bit more, keeping it at a more constant steam rate, because right now it's the highest steam rate, which is why it's spewing out of the pot. So once it gets into a constant steam rate, we'll continue to decrease the heat more and more. So at this point we see that the amount of steam that's in here starts stabilizing, which is why steam is just not spewing out of the cracks between the lid and the pot anymore. So at this point we could start lowering the heat even more. I would just lower it to about this much. Yeah, that much. And then it's just a sitting and waiting game. So yeah. Right, now that we had on that low heat for some time, I'm coming back from doing some other work, and I noticed that the steam is kind of gone, and I'm starting to smell the rice, so I come to check on it, and that's pretty good. The rice is essentially cooked right now. Yeah, it's cooked, and it's ready to eat. And if you feel like it's still a little wet, one thing you could do is just put the heat on, like turn it off for a little bit and just leave it on a stove to use the residual heat from the surface to dry up the rice. There you have it. That's making brown rice. So one key thing to remember when making brown rice is steam, or rice in general I guess, steam cooks rice, not boiling water. So remember that and keep that lid closed.